All right, guys, this is Bible, and we are on lesson 58. And so the title of this lesson is Joseph Rescues His Family. All right, so yesterday we talked about how Joseph, his brothers came to see him, and so they could get some food. He sent them back, and he told them to bring their other brother Benjamin. Well, when they got back, Jacob was not going to let Benjamin leave because Benjamin was the only son left that he had with his beloved Rachel, his wife, that he loved very much. And so today we're going to pick up and we're going to find out if Jacob allowed Benjamin to go back with the brothers, and we're going to see how Joseph reacts. So you are going to follow along with me, and then you are going to complete today pages 57, and then you're also going to do page 58 in your Bible workbook packet, okay? And so listen as I tell you the story. The story is titled Joseph, Ruler, Brother, Son, and Protector. Joseph's brothers stayed home with their father until the food they brought from Egypt was gone. Jacob's son convinced him that he would have to let Benjamin go back to Egypt when they went for more food. If Benjamin did not go, the whole family would die of hunger. So the 9 brothers and Benjamin traveled to Egypt. Okay? So remember that Simeon was still a prisoner in Egypt under Joseph. And so they also hadn't seen Simeon in a while. So Jacob sent his sons with extra money and other gifts to give the ruler of Egypt so that the ruler would be kind to them. When the brothers arrived in Egypt and Joseph saw that Benjamin was with them, they were invited to eat dinner at Joseph's house. Simeon was set free. Joseph asked his brothers how they were and whether their father was alive and well. When Joseph saw Benjamin, he was so filled with joy that he ran out of the room to cry. He didn't want his brothers to know because they still don't know that he is Joseph. So Joseph had them seated in birth order from oldest to youngest, which astonished the brothers. They were like, whoa, wait a minute. How does he know our birth order? So as the food was served, Benjamin was given 5 times as much as the other brothers. The next morning, their sacks full of grain, the 11 brothers started on their journey back to their father. They did not know that Joseph had told his servants to put their money back in the sacks, and Joseph's own special silver cup was in Benjamin's sack of grain. So Joseph had told his servants to follow his brothers. They had not traveled far when Joseph's servant caught up with them in the chariot. The servant told them that they had Joseph's cups. Joseph's brothers could hardly believe their ears. They had been honest, and they returned the money they were found in their sacks from their first trip, and now they are being accused of stealing. Joseph's brothers promised that whoever had the silver cup should die, and the rest of the brothers would be Joseph's servants. But Joseph's servants said that only the one who had the cup would be made a servant. So Joseph's servants checked all of the brothers' sacks from oldest to the youngest, and the cup was in Benjamin's sack. His brothers were shocked and afraid. They knew that they could not explain how the silver cup had gotten in Benjamin's sack. And so Joseph said he would keep Benjamin as his slave and let the rest of the brothers go back to their father. However, Judah, one of the older brothers, came forward and begged Joseph to keep him instead and let Benjamin go. Joseph commanded that all of the Egyptians leave the room. Joseph started crying in front of his brothers. Still didn't know who he was yet. He wept so loudly that all of the Egyptians and Pharaoh's family could hear him weeping. He looked at his brothers and he told them, I am Joseph. How do you think his brothers felt at that moment? Let's see. His brothers, remembering that they had sold Joseph as a slave, were so frightened that at first that they couldn't even speak. Joseph forgave them. He told them that it was God who allowed all of these things to happen for everyone's good. Joseph told his brothers that he wanted them their father and their families to move to Egypt to live with Joseph. Joseph would provide for their needs during the rest of the famine. The news Jacob heard from his sons was the best thing he could have ever heard. Jacob, his sons, and their families traveled to Egypt to live with Joseph. How happy Jacob and Joseph were to see each other again. Remember, they had a very special relationship, and he actually was Jacob's favorite son. And so for him to think that Joseph had died, and then he finds out that he's still alive, that must have been a great reunion, right? All right, so you're going to look on your workbook, page 57, and the title of the first one is Famine and Food. And let me grab a copy of that one so that you can see it. Alright, so it's going to look like this, page 57. So you're going to fill in those answers about famine, and you fill in the bottom section. It says draw your favorite food for the children to eat, and then the back side is going to look like this, page 58, and you are going to mark an X in the box next to the sentence that describes the picture. So you're going to figure out which sentence matches with this picture, and you're going to put an X in that box. All right, get busy on that, and I will see you guys later.